So I'm starting a new series called Living in Spain, and today I've got two special guests. They've got their own YouTube channel called Between the Lakes with Mike and Yvonne. And what it is, they actually own a holiday home here, so this will probably have a lot of interest for a lot of people, hopefully. So I hope you're going to enjoy the interview. But what I'll do first, I'll just do an intro into the videos that they make between the lakes in Torrevieja.
Oh yeah. Hola, buenos días y bienvenido a Entre los Lagos.
Oh, tú aprendes español, huh?
Sí. No comprendo. Okay.
One of our favourite bars in San Luis has got new owners.
Oh, you mean Gareth and Helen
Yeah.
from Casa España?
Yeah.
Wow, we bought our house from them.
Yeah,
Did
they
a really good job for us as well.
Yeah, they did. Well, they made an announcement last week.
So this is Mike and Yvonne. I don't know what it is, but I've been getting that name so wrong, and I always apologise.
Yvonne.
Yvonne. Anyway, these guys have been living in Torrevieja now for about 4 years. Is that about right?
Yeah, about 4 years.
Obviously, they live in the UK, and they come over. Obviously, before the Brexit, they come over for their 6 months, and now obviously it's changed things slightly. So this is what the video is more about: is if you're thinking about buying a holiday home, these are the guys to ask. So I've got 5 questions, nothing too difficult. So the first question is probably the most obvious, is why Spain? Any of you can answer.
Okay, do you want to go with that one? Okay, I'll go with that one. We were actually in Turkey. So we came from Turkey. We spent 10 years in Turkey, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we used to go there maybe, we were working at the time, so it was more holiday, 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there, 3 weeks sometimes,
It's
sometimes
like a
4
total of
weeks.
5 weeks a year, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we were there for 10 years. And we found it was a long, long way for one, 4-hour aircraft. And some things were expensive, like car hire were expensive. And we got a bit fed up of it in the end, and inflation happened, and we didn't get as much money in the bank.
And the flights were more expensive.
Yeah, the flights were very expensive. So we started looking at Spain. Originally we didn't look at Spain because it was too expensive. We're talking about 2006 when we bought in Turkey. We looked at Spain, couldn't afford it. We paid 36,500, didn't we?
Yeah.
We couldn't get anything in Spain for less than, 50, 60,000, which we couldn't afford at the time. So we went for Turkey. But then after 10 years we decided that we'd look again in Spain, because after the price crash in 2008 everything came down. And when we looked in 2016, 10 years later, we sold Turkey and we came to Spain because we could afford it. And we liked it because it was only 2 hours on the plane. Car hire was cheaper. Everything was better.
Flights were cheaper.
Yeah, and the weather was probably better because Turkey can get too hot.
Yeah.
I know it's been really hot here this past few weeks, and it's been...
And did you travel most parts of Spain, or did you just stick to sort of one area, like the west coast?
I think when we actually chose the property, we liked Costa Blanca. We'd been to Costa del Sol, haven't we? We'd been to Malaga, we'd been to Fuengirola, what's that other place we went to? On our... before we got married, in fact. Benalmádena Costa. Benalmádena which we wrongly pronounced as Benalmádena and got pulled up about it.
Oh yeah.
Benalmádena Costa. We liked it there, but that's we have a very frugal lifestyle, so we don't spend lots of money, do we? We're very
I don't think any of us.
No, we don't want
to be honest.
So when we looked at Torrevieja and Costa Blanca South, not Costa Blanca North, because Costa Blanca North is a little bit more expensive, and we came here a few times, didn't we? We didn't buy straight away. We had probably 2 or 3 holidays where we were looking round, and we looked at hundreds. Well, did we look at hundreds of properties?
We did look at a lot of properties, but all sort of in the similar area, because we felt that we liked the area, so we just kept sort of looking.
And they were better value, weren't they?
A little bit further afield, but in the same area.
Yeah. So, I mean, Torrevieja.
And I think for your lifestyle, because you like cycling, this is a lot flatter.
Yeah.
And
Very
looking
flat.
around what I can see so far, they've got a lot of bike.
Yeah,
Pathways.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Great for
The
that.
cycle tracks are great.
Yeah, and they are everywhere. And the only time you get to a hill is just down there. You get to Casada, and it starts to go up, and you get a smooth, slight, gentle incline into Torrevieja. But it's easy to cycle there and back, even without the batteries on the electric. Although I use the batteries, don't I?
Even on the flat.
So number 2 is, why did he buy a holiday home?
In the first place, because we wanted to relax in the sunshine.
We just
Didn't
like
we?
having our own space, knowing
Yeah.
where you're going, that you've got something there. You know exactly what it's going to be like when you get there, and it's just having your own place and your own space.
We,
isn't it,
we
really?
got to the stage where we could afford it.
Yeah.
You've been working a long time, saving some money up, and why not? Why not have one?
And it's no hassle coming from the airport to, because you don't use a car usually, do you?
No, we
I
get on
know
the bus.
You get the bus.
Yeah, we get
And
the
it's
bus. It's
pretty simple.
€7 from Alicante
From the
Airport.
airport
Yeah.
to the bus station in Torrevieja.
Yeah, we did a video last week about it, and it's very simple. The buses are less frequent because of the situation.
Yeah.
You still get, I don't know, maybe 8 buses a day,
Well, that's good, isn't it?
so it's fine.
Yeah.
And then we get a taxi from the bus station in Torrevieja to
Yeah.
here.
We used to walk.
Sometimes we walk, which takes us about 50 minutes.
Yeah,
But last few times we've just got a taxi, which has cost €10.
€10 taxi
Yeah.
to here. So the total cost of the journey from the airport to here is 2 7s and a 10, so
Yeah. That's
24
good, isn't
euros.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
If we got a taxi from Alicante, it costs us about €50, I think.
So this next question is: do you prefer the UK still, or do you prefer coming to Spain?
I think-
That's a bit of a
Yeah, I think we like both. We like to see our family, the grandkids, the kids in UK, and I think at the moment we're at a stage where quite happy to come here for 90 days, go home for 90 days, come back for 90 days, and then go back for 90 days. Quite happy to do that at the moment because of the kids. We miss the kids, don't we?
Yeah. Plus we've moved home in the UK, so now we like it better where we are in the UK, which makes it nicer to, when we're going home from here, it's, we know we're going to Cleckheaton and we like
Yeah,
love
we
it
love
there, don't we?
Cleckheaton, West Yorkshire.
Cleckheaton.
Clackers, good old Clackers. Actually, we downsized because of my job. I'd got no work. I hadn't worked a single job for 18 months, and you start getting a little bit worried. And we sold the house and downsized and put some money in the bank that way to see me through to retirement, which I get next year. And that's the reason we live in Cleckheaton now, and we do love it. But we were in Dewsbury for 35 years. Before that we were in Bradford. But that money has just been a bridge
It's just helped.
help you out.
to retirement.
Yeah. Number 4, would you live here permanently? Or was that something still way off yet?
At the moment, no. We wouldn't at the moment.
Not at the
would we?
moment, but you never know, do you?
You never say never.
Never say
No.
never. Well, I think we might do with it. We're quite happy with the 90 days. We would prefer the 180-day rule that we give Spain from the UK.
Yeah.
We give them 180.
So
that
really,
would be
if you could
perfect.
stay here 6 months of the year, you'd
think
still be happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously the other thing is obviously now that you have to apply for a visa, does that still put you off coming? If you wanted to move here permanently, do you think that would be a problem, or you just it's just a
not
process?
No, I think we just do it. I mean, the from what we understand, the application which has got to be made in the UK, it costs us about 500 and some pounds each, and then we'd have to have so much money in the bank. I think we might just scrape by with that. I'd be on the pension next year, so I think probably with our savings we might be all right. And it's something we, like, never say never. I think we might do it in maybe 5 years. Who
But
knows?
with
Don't know.
having the family at home, obviously we'd miss them a lot as well, because
Yeah.
with the kids and with 5 grandkids. So, plus, I'm still running my own UK business online, which I need to go back home for.
She's the only one
and
working.
sort out.
Yeah.
So while I'm still doing that as well, we like the best of both worlds at the moment.
Yeah. But Steph, our daughter, runs the business when we're here, and you just have a conversation with her every so often about whatever it might be, going out or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's only it's a small business.
Doesn't make a lot of profit really, but I just enjoy doing it.
Just enjoy doing it. It's more of a hobby than business.
Yeah.
Right, the last question. Any advice on moving to Spain? Now, what I mean there is, because you bought a holiday home, did you bring all your furniture with you? Would you advise anybody to bring all their stuff with them, or you say buy it fully furnished? What else is there? Yeah, what else is there?
I don't think I'd ever bring all the. We don't think that much of our furniture, do we?
It depends on what.
It's just pieces
what
of
your
wood.
sort of furniture is at home. If it's something that is sentimental to you.
There might be some odd bits that you want. I must
Yeah.
keep that. But like a 3-piece suite or a bed, you just buy them here, wouldn't you?
Yeah, if we were to settle here, we wouldn't bother bringing in. I can't think of anything we'd want to bring.
And the chances are, whatever you buy in Spain usually comes furnished, unless you're buying a brand new place.
Yeah.
Then you'd have to put the furniture in. But if it's used place like we got all the furniture.
They're quite often
We've
furnished.
got drinks in the cabinets, didn't we?
Yeah, left us some
We've got
bottles.
some bottles of wine and
Very nice.
yeah.
So even if you don't like it,
So was that the selling point, was it?
Yeah.
Drinks in the cabinet.
That just pushed me
Yeah.
over the edge.
yeah,
Okay, so what I want to say now is that Mike and... Oh no, it's that again.
Yvonne.
It's what it is that why it puts me...
Yeah. Just
Right.
just write it with an I instead. Put IV instead.
then he'll say Yvonne.
I with a terrible.
So just want to thank Mike and Yvonne for giving me this interview and answering the questions that I've asked. They've got their own YouTube channel, which is called Between the Lakes with Mike and Yvonne. It's great. They got a lot of interest because obviously where they live in Torrevieja, Costa Blanca area, it's a big expat. I can't really say expat because there's lots of other. You got Belgium, French, Germans. It is a big mixture in it, and I think some people tend to forget. Oh, I don't want to live in that area because it's not really Spanish. But there's a lot of Spanish living here as well.
Oh,
isn't there?
yeah.
When you go to the local bars, it's not just all English people.
Lots of Irish.
Lots of
Round
Irish.
here,
Yeah.
Lots of Irish.
Yeah.
There's the Spanish people underneath both
Yeah,
sides.
with Spanish underneath,
Live
with Irish there, Midlands, Gary and Ann from the Midlands, and I think they're from Midlands as well, aren't they, the other side?
Belgium.
Belgians over the road. Yeah, we've got to know quite a few of them now. It's a great community. It's lovely.
So I just want to say thank you very much, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, say you've got to keep watching. You're going to miss something, and I'll catch you on the next one.